Hello everyone. I just did a water change here on my 20-gallon grow out slash German blue ram tank in here. If you remember the last video, if you watched it, these rams spawned and they hatch a ton of babies, hundreds and hundreds of babies, and they all died all of a sudden from one day to the other. Just overnight, they all just died. They didn't eat them because I saw the dead little babies, and I don't know why. I mean, I'm not trying to breed them. I don't have any intention of breeding them. They just breed on their own, and the way I see it, if any babies make it, then those babies get to stay. I put them in this little Tupperware container up here, and as you can see, I've got about 8 or 9 of a previous spawn. You can see them right there at the bottom. They're pretty big. They're starting to get that fish shape. If I can get a close-up. So you can kind of see the dorsal fins forming and the ventral fins. I'd say I did a water change on the container earlier, and I counted 8 or 9, I don't remember. Got a pothos plant in here helping me out with the nutrient. There's always an excess of nutrients in this tank, and I try to do daily water changes. Sometimes I'll skip a day if I don't feel like it, but I have a pretty good water change regimen because I overfeed this tank, because I got these discus in here growing out, 3 super reds and 4 super reds crossed with a green royal teethy wild type. See the striped ones? And I got a couple guppies in there. They're gonna go somewhere else. And sorry about my dogs. They're getting excited about a lawnmower outside. Got some plants in there. Plants don't do too good in this tank because I keep it around, I used to keep it around 86 degrees. But now I turn it down to about 83. I just find that the warmer the tank is, the more algae that forms and the faster it forms, and it's just a pain to be trying to keep up with all the algae removal. So I just I still keep it warm. I mean, my 60-gallon plant is around 76 degrees, and everything's doing great in there. I got another pair of German blues in there. They do great. I keep it warm for the discus here. Now, I know this is a tiny tank, but these are tiny discus. I bought them when they were about the size of a dime. They're about the size of these bigger ones are about the size of a dollar coin, bigger than a quarter. I'll keep growing them out here for a while, and then when they start to get a little bit bigger, they will go into a bigger tank that I will eventually get. I have a sponge filter in there. I also have an aqua clear. I don't know which one that is, maybe a 50, I don't remember. I got some clay pots, if you will, in there that the rams use. They usually spawn on that clay plate back there, and then they'll move all their eggs or wigglers or whatever into one of these caves, and they spawned a bunch of times. They've hatched fry about 3 times or 4 maybe, and from the first spawn I saved these fry that are up here, and I just kept them in there. I got an air stone in them. I give them fry food, this micro feed that I got from angelsplus.com. They seem to take it very well. The new ones that hatched last week, I try to save some and put them in there. I mean, I got a couple netfuls of them, and they were doing great for a couple days, and they just died. And a bunch of them stayed with their parents in the tank, and they just died overnight. Just lost every single one of them. I don't know why. Like I said, I'm really not trying to breed a bunch of German blue rams, or a bunch of fish for that breed, you know, for the matter. But if any of them make it, then they make it. I try to save some every now and then in here. I also have angels in my other tank. I lost my blue marble female, and so now I don't really have any pairs in there, although there's a bunch of males and females in the tank. I don't have any pairs. So I haven't had any spawns lately, so I don't have any angelfish fried to try to save. So this is about it for my 20-gallon grow out, discus grow out.